Alright, looks like I'm live. I think. Why is it only coming through one? Okay, that's better. Alright, good enough. Hello everyone, or no one. Welcome to Mushroom. I'm gonna be making mushrooms. And other stuff, but mushroom mainly. Maybe. So yeah, I did a stream the other week. A couple weeks ago now, I think. 2 weeks? I can't remember. Where all I did was a little bit of modeling. And it got like 100 and like almost 200 views and a bunch of subscribers, so I figured why not try that again. Um, yeah, I think some mushrooms are in order for being made. I already made one little one just for the thumbnail. Not really the most detailed, but also you kind of got to remember that it's like, it's, yeah, okay. Hang on. This one? Blender. You? Wait, hang on. It's not doing, hang on. This. There we go. Yeah, like in an actual video, this is probably what it's going to look like, so it doesn't really need to be the most high detail. You might get a few mushroom close-ups, but probably not going to get much. Oh, hello, Toasty. Anyways, back to this. So, already got classic red mushroom with its little spots. I asked for mushroom options on Discord. I can't remember what any of them were. I know there was an Inky cat mushroom in there. I'll maybe start with that. Which should be pretty easy to do. Yes, the classic mushroom. I don't know what that mushroom is called. Like, it's the most classic of mushroom. I want to say phenotypes, but it might be a genotype. I don't know. The most classic mushroom design. But I have no idea what it's called. So, yeah, that's something I'll have to look up. Oh, also, as you can see, I've got on my little thing there, I think I finished that little test video to an extent that I'm happy with, so that's going to be coming out on Tuesday. Fly Garrick, okay. That's a cool name. Right, green stain mushrooms. That was one of the other ones. Ew, what the fuck? Hang on. This needs to be fixed. Just connect. Nope, no, there. Good. Shit. And okay, there we go. And now I need to extrude all those to that, and now I've made a little wizard hat looking mushroom. Wait, why the fuck? Oh, because it's right, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. That's one. Okay, that's actually a good. I was I think I had that idea a while ago, but completely forgot about it. I should make, like, fallen trees. Because, like, I've got living trees, but I need some, like, logs on the ground or something. That'd be a good one to make. First, I need to figure out how to make this mushroom more mushroom-shaped. Nope, not you. Okay, well, I mean, that's not quite what I'm looking for. Uh, that's not bad. What? I don't know what's wrong with mushrooms. Uh, I know a surprising little amount about mushrooms for someone who likes eating them. Um, this needs to be kind of taller. It needs to flare out a little bit. That looks too tall to me. Maybe about there? Yeah. Why does that look weird? Yeah, that's why. Jesus, okay. Here we go. And 3 is probably enough for that. Why is that? Why? Oh, right, because I'm an idiot. Okay. Um, okay, here, let me switch over into a sprite. This is a bit of a... It's kind of annoying having to switch monitors here, but hang on. Switch to... There we go. So probably the same size, roughly. Ooh, puffballs would be good. And let me just get some music going. I don't know what it's like for you guys, but it feels weirdly quiet to me. Yeah, I kind of figured the red mushrooms were... They do look like they would be incredibly poisonous, don't they? But also tasty. So, you know. Hang on. This is... I feel like it would go up on the inside like that. Even though I realize that you're not going to be able to see any of this because it's, you know, in... You're very... The chances of you ever getting a shot of the underneath side of a mushroom in any animation, very low, but not zero, so... Gotta make it look good. So those... Oh, wait, you can see what I was doing on the other screen. Never mind, ignore that. I'm just rambling. Two. So the stalk is 10 high. Why did that? There we go. So that's the stalk. I need... And I'll worry about the colors in a little bit. So 3... Okay. That's a little rim. Oh yeah, you wouldn't be able to hear the music because anything I'm listening to is probably copyrighted and... Well, I don't want to get sued. Is there any... Hang on, can I find like some copyright-free magical mushroom sounding music? Yeah, let's go with this. Let's see. And that might not... I don't trust that. Never mind. Alright, we're just going dead silent. Everyone can put on their own music. Okay, now the problem with this mushroom is it's a bit of a different... Actually, no, this will be easier, because then I can just grab whole sides, rather than... Nope, not that. Nope. No, stop fucking... There we go. Wrong buttons. Okay, so that's 2, 3. And then it flares out to 2. Okay, this is going to be a really low poly, low res mushroom, but you know what? That's kind of what I expect. That can't be right. There's no way that... No, that must be right. I guess it is. Hmm. Alright. Okay, so that's that. And then this thing, and the stem. And how small can I cram this? That's... 4x4. There. Okay, I can cram that, put it down a bit. Nope. 1 by... Swamp fungal pods from Skyrim. I don't even remember those. Oh no, I remember those. Those sucked. The little puff, or the giant puffball mushrooms, yeah. Wait, no, they didn't suck. That's Deep Rock Galactic I'm thinking of the toxic mushrooms. Okay, now, anyways, back to this mushroom. Hang on. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna do that real quickly because I don't know if all my stuff comes up when I do this. Just need to open another thing for color samples. There. I need to shuffle some things around. That's good. There. So... Whoops. Let's do that, and then the... Okay. Oops. Nope, not that one. No, let's just switch to the grayer one. That. Oops. What does the underside of these mushrooms look like? Is it... I'm going to assume it's the same goopy, kind of blackish color that the other one is. Oh wait, there's... Okay, yeah, it's kind of black underneath. So, let's just copy this. That there. And yes, I realize the bottom of that mushroom looks like a swastika. Don't worry about it. That's what happens with pixel art sometimes. Oh, hello. Yeah, you were the one from the last stream. Yeah, welcome back. Doing mushrooms tonight. What was I doing? I've completely lost focus. Nope, that's not right. I'm gonna have to redo the bottom of that. So I want it to go the opposite direction. So that. I think I'm doing this right. I can never remember. I mean, this feels correct, but I'm very bad with... Wait, no. This way. Just kind of manually. Oh, yeah, I kind of... Well, luckily in the case of this mushroom, it's kind of a small enough texture that you don't really have to think about it too much, but generally I kind of just... hang on, let me bring up Blender on the screen. There. Basically what I do is I just have in Blender it lined up to a 16 pixel grid and kind of map it out of which pixels cover what, and then kind of just estimate off it. Usually I'm wrong with a lot of these things and have to rework it a bit, but yeah, I just kind of go back and forth between Sprite and Blender for most of it. It's a little bit tedious, and I just remembered that at some point I came across a plugin that makes it way easier to transition between, to make textures for Blender in Sprite. And I have no idea where I saw that, so I'll have to go looking for that. Maybe that will streamline this process a bit. Why is that? Right, because it's over there. No, unfortunately, that is the really big issue with it, is it doesn't update in real time. But like I said, I think there's a way of doing that, or a plugin that allows you to, but I'll have to try to find where I saw that again. Because that would be very useful to have. Let's do a little bit of normal mapping on the goop. Actually, you know what? Hang on, let me see if I can find that. I'm not going to, obviously not going to install it, but I think I remember what website I found that on. Um, oh god, okay, I found the website. Where was it? God help me if it's gone. I'll never find it again. No, I'm not going to find it in any convenient amount of time, but if I find it, I'll may link it in the description of this video. Or stream, whatever it is. Because I know it's on this website. I don't know, I'll look for that later. Yeah, the program I use is Sprite. It's pretty good for what I use it for. I don't know if there's a better program, but I haven't actually really looked at all, so there very well could be, and I would just never know. Alright, let's try that. I'm just gonna pause again, because I don't know if it's gonna, when I save it, it's going to just show all of my files and stuff, which I'd rather it didn't do. And I don't really want to find that out live on stream. Yes, the forbidden secrets that I will not be revealing. Okay, let's go back to Blender. There we go. Okay. Oh, okay. Did not want to keep in there. Let's put the mushroom. Whoops. And then make another one. And I'm really screwing around with my windows right now. I just put the same, I did put the same one in, god fuck. There we go. Okay. I should just do this at the same time, shouldn't I? Hang on. So that needs to go there. That needs to go there. Okay. Looks good enough. Hang on, I just need to do something. Okay. Uh, there we go. Uh, and there we go. A very, very tiny mushroom. And how does it look when I... It's too pan. Let's just do that for ease. Yeah, good enough. And yeah, so now I can just have a little mushroom cluster. Yeah, good. All right. Uh, hang on. Oh, hang on. I think I just came across it. Fuck. Okay, so I found the add-on, but the website no longer exists. Crap. Hang on, what was it called? Maybe it's I can find it somewhere else. Crap. Okay. Yeah, I might have to try that out. Turns out the developer stopped work on it and just deleted it from the internet. So, well, that sucks. Ooh, hang on. Wayback Machine might have worked. Okay, I'm gonna put it in the chat here. That's the one I found. God only knows if it's going to actually work. Like, I don't know if you can download things from Internet Archive type stuff. I don't even know if it works. I don't know if this is the most recent version of it or not, but you know, if anyone wants to give it a try, I'll probably test it out after I finish the stream. Maybe if it does work, then hell yeah, that makes my life easier. Yeah, I just want to see what these mushrooms look like in the render. Tiny, almost imperceptible. Good enough for me. I mean, that's how they're probably going to look when in a finished project. They're just there for set dressing. What were some of those other mushrooms? They're lion's manes. Oh, the droopy one. I don't think I could really get that looking too good in this style. Um, puffballs I could maybe do, but they also, just looking at them, they kind of just look like weird rocks. So, yeah, I kind of figured. I can't imagine it's going to be an easy thing to download from a website that doesn't technically exist anymore. I might have to look into it a bit more, see if there's an alternative or someone else has an idea. Is this working right? Yeah, okay. Trying to think if there's another type of mushroom I should try making. Or if I should... Actually, what those... Hang on. These ones I'm thinking of. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see if I can make something else instead of just tiny little mushrooms the whole stream. What else? I could make a fallen tree, but I don't know. That's just going to be another tree, but sideways. Could try more bushes. Oh, I could try a fern. I'm going to do a fern. Okay. I don't know how... Okay, hang on. How big is a fern? Because the measurement system I'm kind of working off of is one of these is like one square is a foot. I'm assuming it would be something like that. Let's go with that. There. Okay. Let's do that. That is a little too upright. I think it needs to be more like that, maybe. Hang on. What? Are these not? Why? Wait, no. Why are you like this? That's bizarre. Did I do something stupid here? Guess I did. What it was? Hang on. I feel like I'm doing this incorrectly to make it all symmetrical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's why. Do that. Oh, I'm on the wrong tab. And then okay, that's good, but I'm definitely gonna need more fronds. This feels like I'm making it way too small. I don't exactly have... Hang on. Just get my guy in here. Nope. That. And just for my own convenience, fix the terrible graphics. There. Okay, you know what? Those mushrooms seem small, but I'm assuming that's about accurate for mushrooms. Yeah, this is probably fine, especially since the character that this is all going to be with is going to be shorter than my guy here. So that should be fine. Yeah, why don't instead of, hang on, 2, 3. Okay, let's do that. Why is that not centered? Why is this not centered? Hang on, what did I... Oh! None of these are even. That's why. Let's make them all wider, just so I have a bit more room to work with. I think, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Cannot for the life of me think of... My math skills are failing me. What is a... Wait, no, why is that... That needs to be longer. That's not looking bad. I'm not sure how that's going to turn out when I turn it into an actual plant, though, obviously. Like with leaves and stuff. You know, I'm just going to reset their rotation. Why are these not resetting their rotation? There. Yeah, that's probably good. Alright, I guess I need to make fronds now. How the fuck do I do that? Let's see. Hmm. You know what, in this case, I'm going to change my strategy up, because I think it would be easier to just make some fronds in Sprite and then kind of design the shape or the size of the plant based off of that. So let's go... If I gotta change my music. Okay, not letting me skip the ad. That's always nice. I really should. Well, no, I was gonna say I really should get a ad blocker, but then I know YouTube is kind of being a dick about that. Now to try to attempt a fern. How do ferns work? Yeah, I imagine. Listen, I think YouTube tried implementing something to prevent ad blockers from working. I don't know if it actually does the thing, but it, like you said, apparently gives your computer a stroke, so probably not worth it. Okay, that's... I was about to say that's a pretty good looking leaf, but it looks absolutely atrocious. Don't worry, I'll get somewhere with it. I'll make it look less horrible, I hope. I'm probably not going to keep these colors for it, but at the very least I can start with it. feel like this is looking atrocious. It's not really turning out the way I hoped it would. Maybe I can salvage it. Maybe it will be fixed in normal maps. That might be enough. I'm going to work on the normal map now, because maybe I can get it looking not as atrocious. Hmm. You know what? Hang on. I've got an idea. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. Maybe. Yeah. Modeled some spider eggs. That sounds delightful. How'd those turn out? Wait, why is that there? Okay, the way I would... Hang on. How do you normal map? Because I think... Or do you unwrap the textures? Because that might be why the normals don't always do what you want. Hang on. This one. Okay. So let's just do this. I don't know how this is going to work. But if you do that and then give it a, I don't know, let's go with tree bark texture. That actually didn't turn out too bad. I never thought about running... Okay, I'm just looking at what Toasty's done here. But I didn't actually think about the idea of running the normal map through what's it called, a bump map as well, because I just go straight there. I was wondering, maybe that, wonder how that would work. I'll have to try that in my own time. But yeah, you can uh doesn't need to be... Yeah, hang on. Where's the bark? There. Not that you can really see it. Okay, but yeah, you can... Could you not be quite that orange? Whatever, this is good enough. Or you can kind of see it. Good enough. I'll just scale it up so you can actually see the texture. And it's like, yeah, it looks alright, but if you want to unwrap it, you can do it in different ways. So cube projection does it based off of a cube, obviously. And it just does weird shit to the faces. I would maybe recommend seeing, like, trying one of these, and I'm just pressing U to bring up this menu. That might change things. Yeah, like, because I think I see the problems that you're having. Oh, you... Interesting. Did you used... Uh... What are they called? Lycospheres, didn't you? Because I can kind of tell that by the hexagon things there. See, I would maybe just try unwrapping it in a different way and seeing what happens with that. Anyways, back to ferns. Okay. Don't... I hate the way that looks. Let's do that. I think I need a few more of these angled ones. It's not really... Oh, yeah, I'll leave it for now. This is more just a test to see if my idea for how I'm going to do it is going to work. Let's... Whoops, why is that on that layer? Hang on. Oh, I've been... Alright, that's not right at all. Wait a minute, wouldn't these just be exactly the same, but mirrored? They would be. That was rhetorical. You know, let's just make this easy on myself. Like I said, this is just a test to see if this way of doing it is going to work or look like shit. So I'm just going to mirror it exactly. What happened there? I know I'm kind of going back and forth on what I'm doing a lot right now. But the problem is as I've mentioned from my little description or the notes there, I have finished the like test run of an animation I made. In terms of like the style and how I want it to look. So like that's basically all done, which means I can kind of... You got a real Blender crashing problem, don't you? But yeah, so I've got like kind of what my plan, if you... Yeah, I need to pause the music, my brain is not able to think. Yes, like my test animation is all done, and I like the way it looks. So it's sort of like the next step is make what I need to do the next animation, like the bigger ones of what I actually want to do with it. And the problem is ferns don't really factor into that to any real extent. Mushrooms, sure, that kind of works. Ferns, technically, they could, but they're not really like the most important. I'm gonna make gravestones. feel like that's a real shift from what I was doing before, but um, yeah, gravestones are actually a bit more relevant to what I plan to make. So I'm gonna do that. I have no idea how big a gravestone should be, but I am going to, I'm assuming about not that, probably 2 feet wide is good. Look up what their size is. Oh shit, I was in the wrong tab. Hang on. Get back over to Blender. Okay. Hmm. Older style gravestones seem to be a lot taller than modern ones. So that looks like it would maybe be about... Let's try that. Uh, Is that right? That is not right. Hang on. I think it's this that's the problem. Perfect. No, I like that. There we go, that's pretty good. I'm just gonna make a whole bunch of these and then I'll texture them. Let's bring that down a bit. Hang on. Something's not right about... Hang on. No, that's still not right. Why is it not? Down more? Up more? No, hang on. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's why it's an uneven number. There we go, now it's even. That's a pretty good curve. Okay, like that. I'm gonna... Okay. Let's see. Let's try that. See how it looks. I think... that. That looks better. That's a much smoother curve. Oh, whoops. Hang on. There's a loud-ass car driving past. Gonna be moving soon, like towards the end of the month. No, not this month. End of next month. I cannot wait to not hear those stupid cars with their loud-ass engines driving past constantly. They are just the worst. We're moving into a much more, well, an area that doesn't seem like just... apparently, where I currently live, um, everyone... It's kind of like an area, or just the city, is kind of known of, like, the shithole of this whole province, I think. We did not realize this when we moved here. We kind of thought it was like, oh, this is a nice town, and then it's like, oh, turns out everyone already knew that this place sucked, and we're the only ones who didn't, so that was a bit awkward. But yeah, we're gonna be getting out of here soon-ish, so hopefully things are much nicer. I think I'm gonna be further from the road, so I won't have to be hearing assholes drive past all night with their crappy whatever. I don't know what you would want to call them. Almost like they're drag racers, but they're pickup trucks is the thing. That's what the people around here apparently go for. It's weird. I kind of wish that sun wasn't so bright. I should have toned that down a bit. No, that's... I think that could be thinner. Hang on. Let's go 3. Now that looks weird. What if I bring this up higher? That looks worse. Yeah, that's good enough. Toasty just having a Minecraft-related existential crisis. That's always fun. Alright, let's do another one of these. Make it more shallow. That could be... What if I flatten the top? That's definitely worse. Why is that uneven? You're the uneven one. You play Minecraft in an interesting way. Mildly concerning way, but, you know. Yeah, I mean, the villagers... People around here suck. I mean, the villagers can't be too unhappy about it if they're dead, right? So I don't think they'll be doing much complaining. Okay, let's make a new gravestone. I think this one's gonna be a wood gravestone, because I think those, well, I guess not gravestone then, but that was the thing they used to do, right? This guy needs to leave. Yeah, Minecraft really is like that sometimes, isn't it? Really brings out the best or worst in you, depending on what your opinion of best and worst is. That's not what I wanted. That's not what anyone wanted. Why are you like this? This cross feels, oh god, disproportionate. I think it should only be 4 wide. That feels better. Go. Yeah, I get that. I rarely, the only time I ever use the sculpting tab is when I need to make small little hills and stuff. Other than that, I'm always here. I don't like how it's the same. Hmm. You know what? Let me do something. Or attempt something. 1, 2. Nope, not extrude. That's wrong. That. Now that just looks even worse. Okay, let's shrink down the whole thing a bit. What the fuck did I just do? Okay, that was weird. Let's try 3. Yeah, I feel that. I remember when I had a shitty laptop. It's wild. Okay, got a cross. Good. I feel like it should get bigger at the bottom. I guess it doesn't have to. Ooh, hang on, I just saw one. Ooh, I like that. Okay, that's the next one. Did it have a roof? No. You motherfucker with your goddamn ads interrupting my music. YouTube. Yeah, I get that too. I know that I have absolutely zero use for one, but there is always that temptation of like I'm an adult. I could buy a 3D printer. That is something I can do, and there's no reason I couldn't. I don't know what I'd use it for, and I really would have no use for it, but I could. Yeah, those are the intrusive thoughts you kind of gotta shut out or give into if you have disposable income, which God, it is almost one of those things like God, I really hope I never have disposable income because man, I'm gonna be so irresponsible with that. That's too tall. This looked like a much stumpier gravestone. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. One more. Yeah, I like that. Oh, why are you down there? Okay. That's a fairly decent assortment. I feel like I need another cross one. Or... Hmm. Yeah, that's I feel the same way. It's like I could get this stuff, but food exists. And I'm I'm overly particular about food, I think. Probably to my detriment. Like, probably some people would call it picky. I call it a refined palate, because I'm pretentious like that. So, yeah. I don't know where I was going with that. I'm kind of just making gravestones and turning off my brain. So I don't need that. You need... Ooh, hang on a second. Tapered. Tapered gravestone looks cool. Okay, that was entirely accidental, but I like tapered gravestone. I think I need at least one stone cross, like maybe a Celtic cross style. Um, yeah, there's what I'm looking for. Okay. This one feels like it needs to be taller. It's a very... It's a bit more of an imposing looking one, I think. Yeah, let's go 8. That should be good. Yeah, you know what? That's a good point. I need to make some broken ones. I don't need a base on that. Oh, that's not right. That's not bad. Okay. I think they're too thick, though. No, that looks too thin. I think I just need to make them longer. Okay, now the pain in the ass. Circles. It's actually pretty good. No, it needs to be bigger. Whoops. What did I do? Hopefully nothing. That's probably good. It's to be about that. Too big. That might work. No, that looks too big still. Um, oh, that, okay. It looks like there's kind of a mix between those two, so you know what? How would I make a second? Whoa, God, what did I do? Oh, nothing. Okay, thank God. I was on the wrong tab and fucked something up with the stream almost. Everything's good. We're fine. Hang on. What? No. Do this. You know what? No, you're right. It would be easier to make little cutouts than it would be to do this, I think. Maybe. I don't know. I might be wrong. We'll find out. Because I'm not quite happy with the scale of this, so I guess we'll see. That's a better size, I think. Yeah, well, look. If you were dealing with what I was, you'd be panicking too. Now it looks too thin. Like, I think the outer edge is... Yeah, the inner edge is way too big. Narrow. Something. It's something. Something's wrong with it. That's all I can say for certain. Do that and try shrinking. Yeah, I know. It's, to stream, I think what you really want is a wired internet connection. That's definitely what I found is, I think, the most important. everything, like, yeah, you want a good computer, obviously, that can run all of it, but internet connection is really the most important. I remember how many times I've, oh, what was it? I think it was Hollow Knight. I kept disconnecting for no reason, and it was just pissing me off, because it's like, why? I've done nothing different. Okay, that actually, okay, I like that. I think that's good. And then it does have a bit of a base on it. So let's just do that. That looks too wide. Okay, there we go. I like that. That's kind of the, I don't know what you'd call it, like a centerpiece gravestone. Now, now let's do more of the same ones, but broken, like you suggested. I don't have earrings, never have, and probably never will, so I can't comprehend that concern. That's something new to me. No, duplicate. There we go. Let's go with... Let's... Yeah, something like that. And then... Oh shit, that's wrong. And you go up there. God, not the skeleton rope again. Oh my god. Yes, I mean, I suppose that is something that you could do if you had a 3D printer. Has 3D printer won out over food now? Oh, hey, that actually looks pretty good. Yeah, I want it... that would be weird. What if I do this? And this needs to be more uneven. God. Okay, yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, which one's 5? 5? Yeah, let's just cut this one straight in half. Like, all right. Actually, no, this one's gonna be a bit of a problem because I want it to stay. Let's cut this one in half. Just not that you'll really know the difference. Actually, no. This one I think would be good cut in half. Because then you can kind of see the like the difference in, you know, you know what I mean. Don't question me. That is the worst idea for a weapon ever. It sounds like a nightmare. Good God. You need to play medieval engineers. See if you can make stuff like that. I don't know if you can, but if anyone can make horrifying contraptions that will haunt the dreams of every sane person in your general vicinity, it's you. I believe in you, Toasty. You can make your ancestors regret having children who are capable of coming up with such horrendous ideas. It sounds so mean, but I stand by it. Alright, now fuck you, top half of the gravestone. Your existence has come to an end. Let's raise that up a bit. There we go, that's a... That gravestone had a rough time of it. Okay. Yes, I've witnessed the horrors you've put Blender through. Please do not mention it on stream again for fear of my channel being demonetized. Yeah, let's just do a thing. There we go, that's a bit better. It's not, I hate it. But I stand by it. Alright, that looks better. Yeah, it's pretty chunky. But that's fine. Some of them are like that. Guess now I have to make a bunch of tombstone textures, don't I? I don't want to. I really don't. That sounds like a lot of work. And I realize I could just reuse the textures, but there's no point in making a bunch of different designs of tombstone if they're all going to look the same in texture form. So I kind of do have to make them different. But also I need music. Oh god, I hate that. I hate that so much because I get okay, hang on. I hate that idea so much because that could work. They did that. The Americans. Hang on. I need to find this thing. There it is. The Panjandrum, also known as the Great Panjandrum. This is the dumbest thing ever. Was a massive rocket-propelled, explosive-laden cart. Basically, just a giant wheel with rockets on every spoke, so it spins. designed by the British military during World War II. It was one of a number of highly experimental projects. Um, it was basically, I think it was designed to like, you have your landing, your D-Day landing crafts, and then you just let it, what is it? Let it rip? Is that the Beyblade thing? And then all of these rockets just start spewing out of every spoke. This wheel goes flying into the German lines and just fucking explodes. It's so dumb. God, yeah, that was a thing. Um, I don't think they ever got it working. But okay, like the thing is with your dumbass medieval siege Beyblade is basically all you need are trebuchets. I'm just gonna say you have two trebuchets, one on each side, and then some kind of horizontal wheel that like the rope goes sideways, like it goes from straight. I keep using my hands to just hang on a second. Hang on. I need to I need to do something dumb. I do. Look, that's actually why I'm so excited that we're moving soon because I have a leap motion which I can connect to what I'm using to make hand movements for my VTuber avatar here. I really want to find that so that I can have my hand gestures captured. And I need to um let me just oh, where is that? There it is, Schizo Task Force playlist. This is peak music for designing what I'm like, for what I'm about to make. A Strand Beast one would probably work. I don't think it would get up to enough speed though, and you'd kind of have to hope that the wind works for it. Okay, now hang on. Hear me out here. Okay, so you got okay, so you got your big spiky Beyblade, right? You got hang on, that's distracting. What does a trebuchet look like? So, okay, so you got this, and then the rope, you got a rope that goes down from here, and then you've got a horizontal wheel that it wraps around and then goes to that. So that when this goes up, the rope pulls and then it goes from vertical to horizontal motion and just spins that bitch. And it would be better if you had one on each side because um it would give it more momentum. It, God, I fucking see that's what I said. That's why I hate your idea so much is because like, oh god, fuck, that would work. That would actually work and I hate it. Jesus. The biggest problem would obviously be controlling it and getting it to go in the because how do you make I guess you could probably there's probably I don't know how they aim Beyblades. I guess if you had like a track, like you had a little thing like that. sort of a magnet-shaped thing that you've got it wedged in here so that it can kind of, maybe you have it on like a ramp in there so that it can, scoop out that way and you can aim it towards your target. Oh god, that's so terrible. See, this is one of those things where I want to figure out how to get like physics simulations working either in Blender or find some program that's specifically for this kind of stuff and just make that and see what happens. I think Houdini is good for physics simulations, but it's also really expensive. That's atrocious. I hate that more than anything. Okay, well, that's something that's gonna haunt you. You've created a new thing to haunt my dreams. So congratulations, Toasty. You're a winner. You've you're just a nightmare. Anyways, let's get some gravestones doing things. Let's make this. That's way too small, but it's enough to start with. Okay, switch tab to Space Bright. You. Guess I don't need the shrooms open anymore. Nope, not that. Well, lucky you. If it's a medieval siege weapon, the Geneva Convention didn't exist then, so there was no such thing as a war crime. I'm sure I've gone over this multiple times. I don't know how. But my streams, the conversations of streams keep leading into war crimes somehow. I don't exactly understand why or how, but such is life. Who said it was medieval? You're just gonna let it rip down like the high street of your town? Just shred every business along the way? Awful, horrible. You belong in prison. Um, yeah. Why do all my streams lead into war crimes? That, like, I don't know when the Geneva Convention came into existence. I think after World War One or two. One of the two, I think. But isn't it kind of funny how it's like we need laws for the evil things we do in war because some people used a chemical, a gas in trenches. We didn't need that when we were, 500 years ago when the plan was exterminate everything in sight. And that was just standard. It's like, oh no, when we just introduced some gas that we were able to somewhat counteract with masks. Kind of, I think. I don't know. But yeah, it's just kind of weird how, honestly, how much tamer warfare has gotten since, like, I don't know, 2000 BC when the Assyrians and what's his name, Ashurbanipal, just. I'm doing hand gestures again that you can't see. Just fucking went at it. I don't know where I'm going with that thought line. I don't know what new atrocity are you creating? Let's have it. God, I'm not. The anticipation is agonizing. Oh God, YouTube. Okay, hang on. Let's check the live chat. What have you said? Oh, you didn't say anything. Why? What happened to it? Hmm. Anyways, back to gravestones. God, I don't. I'm concerned about what that specific word might have been. Drop giant rolling metal rings from planes. I'm not quite sure what I get. What you're. I see what you're getting at. The only thing I can think of when someone says drop something from a plane is the British bat bomb. I think we mentioned this on a stream before. Because somehow just like war crimes, we keep getting into weird weaponry. I'm pretty sure this was the British who had the idea of you get a whole bunch of bats, you sedate them, strap little jihadist vests to them. This stream is getting shadow banned for sure. You strap little vests to them with explosives. Oh, wait a minute. That's actually a thing. What you're suggesting, that was actually a real weapon. Um the bouncing bomb, I think it's just called. Yeah, it was meant for like destroying dams. Of you just drop this giant cylinder that spins. Again, I'm using hand gestures that you can't see. And then it just skips across the water and then just slams into a dam and explodes. Again, World War II? 1939. So yeah, World War II. Yes, so that was actually a weapon. And what was I saying? The bat bomb, right? How they just put a bunch of little bomb vests on bats, stuck them in a big cylinder hanging from a plane, dropped it, and then it pops open. The bats say, "What the fuck is going on?" Fly out of the cylinder, and then nest in German houses and factories and just nest everywhere. And their little timed vests blow up and just cause widespread havoc. It's such a dumb idea. And I think the problem they found was that they couldn't exactly control where the bats went. So they just kind of went literally everywhere and caused all kinds of chaos. Never, I don't think it was ever actually deployed. Anyways, back to Gravestone. Man, oh, right. Actually, no, I can just do this and then change the texture later. So, right, that looks good. Oh, if you want to know the best thing, it's, I believe it's late war German weaponry. Like, when Germany was losing the war, they just kind of went all out. My favorite, absolute favorite of all time, was this idea of a coal powered ramming plane. That you just have a coal powered engine on the back of this thing. It takes off, and it's got like a big scoop sort of thing. And it's designed to ram into other planes, and not like Japanese kamikaze pilots. Like, the pilot is expected to survive the ramming into another plane, turn around, ram into another one, and if they get shot down, hop out of it, fall to the ground with a parachute, run back to German command, get in another ramming plane, and then do it all over again. It's ridiculous, but such as, like I said, late war German planes, that was, they were just German designs. They were just going all out because they were getting screwed. Drop pods, I think, would work, but you'd need some way to decelerate because the landing, like, I don't think there's any way you could do it without killing the people inside. So you would need some way of decelerating the plane. Not the plane. What am I saying? Drop pod. Um, I guarantee someone tried making a drop pod in World War II. They must have. Yeah, that was a good one. Good British trolling of the Germans. I mean, what else are you gonna do, right? Not troll. I mean, maybe that's what they were kind of thinking about. It's like, well, we can't not troll the Germans. That's. I mean, we live for that. Why would we not? Nope, that's not. Wait a minute. I'm not paying attention to literally anything I'm doing. I'm so checked out. Maybe the Schizo Task Force isn't the best thing to be listening to for brain functionality. And I'm kind of getting worn out of modeling and texturing. I don't know, I'm kind of worn out from all the modeling. I'm trying to think if there's anything I can do. What would be the functionality of the giant trebuchet whip? Like, is it supposed to reach? Okay, see the thing I think you're forgetting about that is in order for that to work, do you know how much of that would be going back into your own ranks and possibly just flinging your men, like, just yeeting them, probably cutting them in half with the force of it? Like, it's. I'm not even sure if it would have enough momentum to really get. I think there are better ways of parting the enemy line. Like, you could just roll big balls down a hill if you wanted to. Like, I don't care how big of a rope you put on this thing, I don't think it's going to cut a wall in half. That seems unlikely, in my opinion. And let me just bring these all out so we can see the merry, happy yard of death. There we go. Isn't that lovely? Just a bunch of Places where dead people live. Well, don't live technically, but you know, they're there now. A big chain probably wouldn't do it either. I don't. God, how much force would be exerted on those links? Like that would be. I'm assuming you're talking like an anchor chain, like those. Hang on, let me look it up. Like those big like industrial ship ones where they've got like the crossbar in the middle to give it more support. You know what? Honestly, okay, that would have to be a massive trebuchet. Like just the weight of that chain alone would take so much force to launch. I'm not sure that would work. This is why I would love to be I wish I knew how to use any sort of physics-based software because I want to test the hmm hang on. Interesting. How much does medieval engineers cost? What if they've been updating it still or not? Or if it's just like a dead game at this point? 1149 for Canadians. Ooh, geez, recent reviews mostly negative. That's unfortunate. Wonder what they did. Oh, it's just abandoned. Okay, so medieval engineers is dead. I'm not sure I would be willing to spend $10 for a game that's not finished. Sounds like it's kind of buggy. And you probably can't even do really like the ridiculous physics-based stuff that I would want. You maybe could, I don't know. I'd because I don't think the whip would work. I think that would be I'm not sure it has like that kind of functionality. But you could probably do the Beyblade trebuchet, I think. That sounds feasible. Yeah, because that's really the thing. Like, I'd only be the only reason I would consider getting it would be to make stupid contraptions on stream, and if in all likelihood half or all of those stupid contraptions don't even work, then there's not really a point to it. They made anything else other than Space Engineers, which seems to still be getting updates regularly. Oh yeah, it is. Huh. Cool. Yeah, I kind of wish there were more things like that. Like I said, Houdini or something like that is an option, but Could you do it in Gary's mod? I think you could probably get away with some of that stuff in Gary's mod. Maybe, but I don't know. And I don't know enough about how Gary's mod works to accomplish anything really, so I'm not going to do that. Oh yeah, the physics simulations that melt your computer. Yeah, I could see that. Um, I'm kind of just trying to think of things to talk about for the next half hour because I'm kind of, hate to say it, but bored of ant modeling. All right. Did I accomplish anything on this stream? I feel like I made one mushroom and then everything else has been half finished and abandoned immediately. That's not just my imagination. That's literally what happened. Well, I made gravestones, I guess, that aren't finished, but you know, they exist. Okay, if you could make one thing that's inedible edible, what, just to experience it, what would it be? What do you mean edible? Like, technically everything is edible. Like, literally everything. Like, I could eat a rock if I so desired. I could eat my desk. It would be a real workout and grind down your teeth. It will not kill you. Okay, so something toxic or poisonous. I see. Would it still hurt? Like, let's say I chose a whole hedgehog. are the are the are the thorns? Quills. Are the quills still going to stab me in the throat on the way down? Or will it just, or sea urchin? See, saying like eating a whole sea urchin somehow sounds better than eating a whole hedgehog. I think, let's see. Okay, let's move away from that, because that maybe isn't the best idea. How about, okay, let's see, think poisonous things. Is there anything toxic that if I, would not die from eating what I eat? Okay. Something, I keep forgetting to look at what I'm trying to look at. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. Man, what would it be? Okay, this subject is bugging me because I feel like there's something that I have looked at one time and thought, man, that looks good if it wasn't absolutely gonna kill me if I ate it. Oh, what was that? What would that have been? Sulfur rock? What, like the red ones? Is that, wait, no, that's sulfur's the yellow one. I mean, like the crystal. I think lava. It would have to be like just scoop up a bowl of lava and just stick a straw into lava pouring out of a volcano and drink it like a really thick hot milkshake. I think that's what I would go for. Yeah, I'm satisfied with that. It's terrible an idea as it is. Ooh, molten sulfur. That looks like chili oil. I mean, I'm sure it would make your food very spicy and lethal. That's not. Mine would be uranium. Why? Why uranium? Uranium doesn't even look like it's. Uranium doesn't even glow really. I don't think it. No, it doesn't. It's just a. Actually, it is kind of yellow. Weirdly enough, I didn't know that. One of the first things that came up in the Google search is what if you ate uranium? This is too long of an article and I couldn't care less. Damn it, that only got us like another 5 minutes of content. What? Okay. Bismuth would be cool. Those are nice. They do look like they snap off. Like they just look like they'd be satisfying to eat. Why can't anyone make these as food? Like make it. You know those cone chips, like those little finger hats? They look like wizard hats. What are they called? I think they're um bugles. That's what they're called. They look like little cornucopias. Oh, it's like a bunch of little layers of wafer, or not wafer, but like sort of the way a shreddy goes. Like it's layered up, woven things. Like you could make something like that look like bismuth, right? Yes, bugles. Um, Surely you could. I hate that any time I look up a mineral now, I just get a bunch of Steven Universe. Fucking, I don't even know if it's a real character or some cringe ass OC. It's impossible to tell they all look the same. Yeah, that's a funky mineral. Oh god. Why do I have a calculator open? What was I calculating? That's weird. Okay, if you could delete one thing from existence, just like it's just gone, no explanation as why. It's not gone anywhere, it's just gone. Okay, it would probably be either a TV show or a movie. Because I'm sure there's some, like, absolutely... Can it be a sequence of things? Oh, they will still know it existed. Ah, shit. Hmm. God, that is a good question. I know... Yeah, sure, what's your answer? I feel like I'm gonna regret asking that, but... Too late now. Why? You realize we're on the Earth's crust, right? Like, that's not an ideal plan, because we're kind of just all going to fall into the core or mantle. Okay, counterpoint. Delete the Earth's core. And then... maybe a couple layers of the... hang on, how many layers of Earth are there? Uh... Yeah, let's delete, like, up to the outer core, let's say. And then we've got, down to the outer core is 2,000, is almost 3,000 kilometers. You could probably drill that, right? Because then, okay, this is the autistic answer, or the, I guess, schizophrenic answer is the correct one. Delete the Earth's core, and then tunnel into the center of it. Live on the inside walls. You got Agartha. Problem solved. What was the problem? Don't ask. It's you now have Agartha. So, yeah, that's my plan. Earth's core, but only on the condition that you make an upside down planet world inside the hollow space where the core was. Again, just for fun, because why not? Jupiter would be a funny one. Get rid of the big red storm on Jupiter. Just, alright, now there's nothing particularly special about the planet. It's just a big swirling tannish void of gas. No fancy red spot anymore. Hmm. They just have a tiny little rock floating in space. See, here's the funny part about doing that is with that it loses all of the mass because I'm sure that gas builds up and it like gives it its gravity well. So then all of the how many moons does Jupiter have? Uh 80 to 95 moons. So you take off all of that mass, every single one of those 95-ish moons just goes flying off in all directions like billiard balls because they're no longer being contained by the gravity well. I'm assuming they would all be torn to shreds instantly because of that, but then you've basically just got a 360-degree shotgun blast of moon parts flying out in every direction and just probably some of those are gonna disintegrate Earth or Mars or who gives a crap? We don't really need Mars. Do you find it funny that they don't really know how many planets? Actually, no, not that they don't know how many planets there are in the solar system. There's whole ass planets that we just kind of pretend aren't planets. Like there is a planet. I think this is the right one. No, this is not Ceres. That's what it was. Yeah, the planet Ceres is a dwarf planet, I suppose. How big is this thing? Don't recognize any dimensions. Okay. Its diameter is... I really hate when they do this. Just, oh, its diameter is 939.4. Oh, plus or minus 2 kilometers. So it's about... Its diameter is about 1,000 kilometers. Okay, so it's like a third or a quarter the size of the moon. So admittedly, it's a pretty pathetic little planet, but that's still a planet. Like it's a sphere. It's more of a planet than Mars's moons are moons. And it's just hanging out in the middle of the asteroid field, like between Mars and Jupiter. Jupiter's next, right? Yeah, Jupiter's next. So like I suppose we just pretend like that's not a planet. Dare I ask what your truth was? And did it show up in the chat for me? YouTube is a France sympathizer because it wouldn't show my message. Like, did you just say delete France? You went with delete France. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. I don't disagree with that. I was thinking of saying delete Germany just because I don't know. It's funny. But yeah, Germans are fine. They've got all the sausages and stuff. And I'm not gonna finish that thought. I feel like I'm really getting close to making a joke that's gonna get me in a lot of trouble. Um Anyways, back to Ceres and other planets just hanging out in the solar system. Do you know that there's like 8 different planets just in the Kuiper Belt? Kuiper Belt. Kuiper Belt. Yes, okay, that is the one I meant. Yeah, there's like some weird ass dwarf planets. There's planets that have like moons. Um, we got Triton. That's a moon of wait, Neptune. Oh, okay, that's just a moon that got stuck out there. So we got Pluto. That's obvious. We got this weird peanut-looking one with like two chunks, like it looks like two planets stuck together. Excuse me. Um. Okay, here we go. We've got fucking Pluto, Charon, uh, Orcus, Ixion, Varuna, Quoror, wow, or something. Make, Haumea, Eris, Sedna, and Gong Gong. What the? Who is naming these things? They have dumbass names. But no, not Titan, Triton, with an R. Um, yeah, there's Haumea is weird because it's like a planet that got squished a bit. Where is it? And then there's all these other little just chunks that are, I guess, bigger than the average chunk of crap just floating out there. So, I already forgot what that planet's name was. That one. Yeah, it's an egg planet. It looks like an egg. Utterly bizarre. Does it have rings? What the fuck? It's got moons as well, by the looks of it. Yeah, so there's just all kinds of weird shit out there, and we just pretend it doesn't exist or don't give a shit about it. What? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Also, I think an astrologist is like the people who read star signs and horoscopes, right? Also, what's wrong with the marine biologists? Oh, what the fuck? Hang on. I knew something looked weird about this. Nope, these ones too, dick. There. Oh, wait a minute. That's fucked. Oh, yes. Okay, I know what you mean about that. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, some of those fish probably deserve it. It's their fault for probably looking kind of stupid to begin with. But anyways, that is actually going to be the end of the stream now because I made it. Thank God. I really didn't think I was going to. What was that one? It was like one of the Noah expeditions, I think it was. Like with their little ROV, where they come across some new animal and then just immediately start roasting it. What the fuck is... Oh, there we go. That's weird. Um, yeah, I don't remember. Yep. Anyways. Okay, that's gonna be it though, because I've run out of... I can barely hold a conversation, and I'm bored. I want to not be doing this anymore, so gonna end that there. As I said before, and as you can see, new channel video, our main channel video coming out soon. It's only 30 seconds long, so don't be disappointed if anyone tunes in at this point. But it's more just making sure things rest or work well to for when I finish the other project that I'm going to be, well, do what all these props are for. Which hopefully will happen soon, but it requires me to make a character that I'm failing to make proportions of properly, so that might be a little bit. Yeah, alright, well, I guess I'll end it there. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed me making a single mushroom and then half-assing everything after that point. That was probably entertaining to someone. Um, and, I don't know. Thanks, Toasty, for sticking around and giving me new horrifying contraptions to comprehend. That's always scarring. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's gonna be it. My brain can't comprehend another thing. I'm done. All right. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, press all the buttons. Follow me in all the places. Check out my main channel next Tuesday when that video comes out. And that is gonna be it. So have fun and good night, I guess. I don't know. Good enough. Good night.